Our spirit. What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, coming to you every Monday morning, bringing in awareness just to help us through life a little bit and just all the possibilities of where we could go, what we could do, and what's next. So this week we are talking about whatever the big book shows up. Good morning, Tim. And kind of going from there as we do every Monday morning. Our 5-card stud for the week is Botanical Dreams Oracle by Lynn Araujo. And I do believe this is I'm not quite sure. Yep, U.S. Game Systems deck. Oh, lots of their decks lately. Lots of their decks. This one I think is going to be interesting. For all those spring people, I'm thinking this is all about flowers. Not sure, but I think this is perfect for spring. Let's see what happens. So let's get into our big book and just kind of go where we're going to go with this. As we all know, I always start with a little bit of Neil in the morning and go from there, because to me, it's just a great inspiration. That man's got a lot of wisdom. He's got a lot of wisdom, which I love. And by the way, guys, he's got a thing going on tonight. Neil Donald Walsh does a small discussion group with him. You can go to his website and find it, but it is marking the 30-year anniversary of the Conversations with God coming out. So super excited for him and this journey that he's been on, which is awesome. So let's get into this. More flowers, guys, more flowers. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All of a sudden I realized I had something more to do. Who knew? Who knew? Oh my gosh. Oh my good gracious gosh. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking the way as much as I should, but I'm coming. I promise I'm coming. There we go. I got it shared. Something told me stop and share. So I did. So it says the greatest help you can give another person is to wake them up. And oh my gosh, if that does not make 110% sense to me, because I just had a class this weekend with some amazing people and it's awesome. I am taking a few people here. There we go. Excellent. So the best thing we can do is to wake somebody up. It says the essential truth. Good morning, Keith. The essential truth. Sometimes the best way to love someone and the most help you can give is to leave them alone or empower them to help themselves. It's like a feast. Life is a smorgasbord, and you can give them a big helping of themselves. Remember that the greatest help you can give a person is to wake them up, to remind them of who they really are. There are many ways to do this. Sometimes with a little bit of help, a push, a shove, a nudge, and sometimes with a decision to let them run their course. Follow their path, walk their walk without any interference or intervention from you. What you have the opportunity to do is to remind them, that is, cause them to be of a new mind about themselves. And you can also have to be of a new mind about them. For if you see them as unfortunate, they will be. Give people the help they ask for rather than the help you want to give them, so as to empower them at the level at which they are ready to receive empowerment. However, make sure your help is offered in such a way that it creates continued independence rather than dependence or reliance on you. Then you will really be doing your best to help another. Oh my gosh. Hey, good morning, Miss Lee. Good morning. Not a problem, darling. All of a sudden I heard you need to share this for Lee. So thank goodness you found it. So let's go into this. This is one of those subjects I will tell you, nobody wants to listen to, nobody wants to hear, including myself. Why? Because it really is the old-fashioned mind your own business type of message. Okay. What's that mean? What's that mean? There's a variety of ways of looking at this. So if we take it from the mind your own business, okay, so often we see our family, our friends, people in general struggling, and what we want to do is help them. We want to help them. And there really is nothing wrong with wanting to help somebody. But here's the problem. When we want to help them, we tend to want to help them the way that we want to help. We're thinking we know best. And I'm not saying that you outrightly say, I know best, you need to do it my way, blah, blah, blah. But we tend to encourage people to do things in the manner that we would do it, not in a manner that's best for them. Now, how does that hinder us? It hinders us two ways. One, we're not allowing the person that we're helping to grow to become their own person. And two, you're not helping yourself to grow or become your own person. And I know you're kind of looking at me going, oh, what the heck's that mean? In any situation, in any given situation, there's room for growth. It is presented to you for a reason. It's presented for you to allow yourself to grow just as another person is growing. Okay. Now, this last weekend, I did a class. Oh, such 3 amazing students, like mind blowing. And I have to say, this is the first time I've had a class where all 3 were like, boom. I just was there to sit back and give a little bit of guidance. They were rock stars. And they really, they showed me a lot. They taught me a lot. And a lot of it was on this subject. Because anytime I get somebody in class, I always tell them, never let somebody tell you how to do this. Never let somebody tell you how to receive information, how to present information, how to do this is your journey, your life, and the way that you're going to do it. Okay. All I am there is to open a door, to help give some information, some maybe advice, guidance, but really whether you take it or not is on you. It's not on me. I am there for my time and what I have, but it doesn't mean that I'm not sitting in there and experiencing the same thing along with you and growing and receiving things. And it's quite amazing because as I sat there and allowed each person to kind of develop at this point to where they were going to be, it was amazing to watch their personal journey and the way they were coming up. So not only were they asking me my advice, my guidance, what my thought was because they had questions, I also seen them during, not just during the class, but during breaks, continuing that conversation amongst themselves and each person giving guidance or what they possibly were seeing. So it wasn't just one per se teacher. It ended up being each one of us in the classroom but none of us sitting there telling the other person what to do or not to do. Because quite frankly, what it was is one question, 3 points of view. What resonates with you? If it doesn't, it's okay. And that's a lot about what the world is allowing some guidance to come through, allowing somebody to show up and say, hey, this is kind of how I see it. This is my perception. But what is your perception? Let's work with that. It's about waking up somebody's mind to help them see in a different way. It's simply what it is. Throughout my career. Now, this is really in anything because even like throughout my career, I've been blessed to have a multitude of different people from different walks of life in different situations become my clients, become it was awesomely become my clients, become my friends, and each person has needed something different. Each person, because like I tell people, when they show up at my doorstep, they're not there necessarily to become a psychic medium and do readings. Hate to say this to you, a lot of people show up on my doorstep for my classes, not for that, but to maybe gain some insight into their own lives, to wake up their brain, wake up their life. Okay. And I know that sounds really weird, but it's just, People have an inkling. People have an idea. People have a way to go. And through the course of my career, through either giving a reading where spirit is guiding or just kind of throwing out some points, or if it's a psychic and it's coming from you to me back to you, and I know it's like this revolving energy, I have bared witness and blessed to have seen so much growth through people, so much. I have watched people go from illness to health when they were thought they would never be healthy, or at least what their current state of health is. I've seen people release their pain. I have seen, and that's physical pain. I've seen people release emotional pain. I have seen people walk away from a lifetime that just didn't suit them. I found people to become happy within themselves. You know, the multitude is just, it's vast to what I've been able to witness. And it's never come from a, you should do this point of view. Never. Why? Because what I feel and what they feel is different. My role in life is to open a door, to allow the sun to come in, to have somebody open their eyes, like a little kid in the morning, flipping their eyes to go, oh, it's morning, it's time to wake up. And that's essentially what we're helping people, is to help wake them up, helping them to see there is more to them, more to life than what they thought they were or what they had. Okay. It's let's kind of go to the old adage, and I always use this one probably too often, and please nobody take offense out there. I always go to factory mentality, which is not a bad thing, guys. Like I will stand on a tallest mountain and scream that, oh my gosh, this United States has been built on the backbone of factory workers, because it's not an easy job to do. It's a very hard job to do. But when I say factory mentality, it is somebody waking up at approximately the same time every day and having their routine, driving into work, punching a time clock, doing their 8 hours, having their breaks scheduled for them at the same time, tending to sit with the same people, talking to the same people, leaving at punching the clock at the same time every day, going and doing their errands, going home and cleaning their house, doing their dinners, eating dinner, having whatever they do after that, and going to bed to start it all over the next day. And a lot of times living for the weekend, whereas the weekend tends to be the same thing over and over again. And that's what I'm talking about when I say factory mentality. It's getting into a groove, getting into your way. Now, you can do this in any occupation, in any life. It's just, I think some people resonate with the factory better than anything. But it's literally waking up, doing the same routine every day of the week, blah, 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 and going on. And helping somebody realize that there's more. There's more. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily quitting their job, okay, and giving up their house or walking away from family. It's helping somebody to realize that there's more in life. There's more than the conversation at work or the conversation at the table. There's ways of opening your mind to say, wow, what else is there? I know there's more. I don't know what it is, but allowing yourself to be pulled to it and helping somebody to allow themselves to be pulled to it. And I do believe that's what everybody's role in life is, no matter where you're at. Now, let's take it my standpoint. I show up to help people wake up to their natural abilities, their natural strengths, have some confidence within themselves, grow as a person, and see what else is out there for them. Okay? That's my role. Now, if we take that role and we place it someplace else, we place it with a factory worker or a person, that has that same lifetime every day. Now, what would they possibly be waking up somebody to? I get it. If I have somebody that has that role in life all the time, I know when they're giving me guidance, it's their way of waking me up to, yeah, you need to take time. You need to take rest. You need to get some commonalities in life that work for you. Some things that are consistent, that aren't changing. And maybe I need that period of my life to calm or become a consistent so that I have time to literally just embrace life and sit with it and let stuff marinate for a while. And that's the beauty of it, is you can literally see how each individual can show up to the plate and help wake you up to something in life. I think that's where it comes from, that in the adage, when you hear there are no stupid people, might be some ignorance. And ignorance is just somebody not knowing something. So really, ignorance isn't a bad word. It's just a word that just says, hey, you know what? You don't have a lot of knowledge on this, that, or the other. It doesn't mean that you're ignorant on life. But there is no stupid people, and there is no person in this life that doesn't have great value, because every day they show up. Every day they come to the table and wake somebody up. Now, I don't know if everybody here is on Facebook land or not, but I tend to see a lot of reels on Facebook or a lot of stories on Facebook. And there's been the journey of this wonderful, amazing woman on Facebook, and her addiction and her homelessness, and how she'd gone through that period of life. And I think what the object is showing her story in the beginning is to waking up people to the reality of people with having addictions and homelessness. And I really thought that was the story of this woman. But that's not what it was. Because as people watched her, people sent in money to help her. Help get her into the hospital, help to get her help to get her sober, help to get her back into life. And we've been able to continue to watch that journey. And to realize that maybe her way of waking somebody up is to stay, even in what somebody else feels is the worst condition, can give the best information to help somebody find strength and believability within themselves to become something that nobody else thought they could be. And that's really hard, because I do believe for us as a society, it's hard for us to give grace to somebody else, to allow them their journey to open up and to become something different. Now, we had a conversation in my class yesterday, and gradually, the waking up thing, this is multitude. There are so many different ways, and I think I'm trying to spit out as many as I can in a very short amount of time. But yesterday, we were having a conversation about children and family and friends and how people view you. And I talked about my own story. And I said, yes, my family views me one way because they've only ever seen me as one person, a wounded person that was always in defense. That's how they still view me. There's nothing I can do to change their thoughts on me. There's nothing I can do to present them with something different, because even though I present it over and over and over again by not being the person I used to be, they are not allowing themselves to wake up to somebody different. And that's totally okay. Because I'd made the comment that the people that know me best and see the person that I really am are the people that will show up to my funeral. And it's all my friends and my clients and possibly people that I touched that see me in the true light of who I am and who I will continue to be and further myself and continue to wake myself up. And they said to me, doesn't that drive you batty? Doesn't that just drive you insane that you can sit in your own home or within a family gathering and have them see you as a different light? And I said, no. Because the best way for me to help them wake up to who I am is just to continue to be myself until they finally get it in their head that I am not the person I used to be. I used to be a very controlling person, a person that said you had to do it my way, and I was not open up to something different. I tended to make sure everybody did it my way, or I just did it first. And it's going to be through the grace of time of saying, oh, okay, whatever. I'm good with whatever. It's just going to take time for the people around me to wake up to who I am today. Now, I've given you a lot of different examples of waking up and helping somebody else to wake up. Sometimes it's just showing up. Sometimes it's just showing up and being who you naturally are. If you're a person of wisdom and words, just speak. Sometimes act. Sometimes waking up is just sitting there and being in space of somebody and now allowing them to speak their truth and allowing them to come to a new reality on their own. The biggest thing in waking somebody up is, though, not putting your thoughts, ideas, and your convictions on somebody else. That becomes the greatest thing to not do. And that is really hard. That is extremely hard to sit back and say, I am not going to tell you what I think you need to do. My opinion does not matter in your situation, even if you're asking for it. Allowing yourself to stand back and speak your truth, but in a way that you can tell somebody you can take it or leave it. And that's not easy. That is really hard to sit back and go, okay, yeah, I'm not going to be there. Good morning, Mom. I'm not going to be there to make all of those wonderful decisions for you, but I'm going to sit back and just allow you to be in your space. And that's even in any situation. It's hard not to want to tell somebody else what to do. It's hard not to put that on somebody else. But when you tell somebody else what to do, when you put your thoughts, your opinions, your whatever on somebody, you're not helping them to create or form their own. You're just telling them that you are the best way of doing something. And I'll tell you what, that's probably been the hardest lesson I've ever had, is to sit back and watch somebody else grow as a bystander. Giving little words here and there. What do you think about this? Oh, I can see where you see that. There's so much commentary that you can give that does not have to influence somebody else's decisions or growth of mind. As I've said many times before, this life is about waking up. This life is about remembering who you are as a soul, remembering how you are going to go through life, and you are going to have so many changes of who you are as you go through the process. Because from the time you're born until the time you die, you never stay the same. You're constantly growing. You're constantly evolving. You're constantly remembering, constantly maturing. And every time that happens, it's because somebody was there at some moment in your life to hold space for you as you opened up a different thought process, a different way of going forward. Now, it's interesting how it happens, because rarely as we're going through it do we recognize our own growth, our own waking up. And we don't necessarily recognize somebody else's waking up. Hence, we get frustrated with people because we don't see that process. But it's interesting when I have people go, look over you over the last year, or look at your family or your friends over the last year. What do you see has happened? And when they take those moments to look at themselves or look at somebody else, they're blown away by the growth they see, by the evolution, the changes people have made. They might be small, they might be big. And really, it doesn't really matter because we all catch up to the same place when we go home. Because each person's journey is different. Just helping somebody to wake up to know that they have a journey. That's really the nature of the game. It's a hard place to sit in. It's a hard place to hold space for somebody. It's a hard place to sit there and maybe just give one word or a whole speech. But to walk away and allow somebody to do with it whatever they feel like, and you not having control over it. Sometimes the best thing you can give somebody is their own ability to do it on their own. Allow them to grow. Allow them to go to the next step in life. I know I can take that advice. How about you? With that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our 5 cards done. See you in a few. This is School Through Spirit on the Edge Network.
Do you or someone in your family suffer from nightmares? Is your home cluttered and you can't seem to clear it out? Your home or office may have low vibrational energy, and it could be impacting you and your family. Using the ancient techniques of dowsing, Master Dowser Annette Regalo can raise the vibration of your home or office by identifying and curing stress lines and negative vortexes that may be creating disharmony in your home or office. Annette has over 20 years of dowsing experience and is passionate about creating high vibrational spaces for others to live and work. Contact Annette today at 612-394-3736 or AnnetteRegalo.com.
Discover Strains of the Earth, your go-to destination for all things holistic. This family-owned dispensary in Jordan and Carver offers a curated collection of high-quality CBD products such as topicals, tinctures, and more. Their knowledgeable staff members can guide you with expert recommendations and responsible usage tips. Explore the selection at strainsoftheearth.com and enjoy convenient delivery right to your home. Strains of the Earth, saving the world with cannabis.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is DeEtte here with School Through Spirit. We're about to do our 5 cards done of the day. We are doing the Botanical Dreams Oracle. Botanical Dreams Oracle. Let's get this shiny wrapper off so everybody can see the packaging a little bit better. Because it just gives a rather weird shine on the screen that we don't need. So it's, look how pretty that is. Okay, so this is by Lynn Araujo, and this is U.S. Game Systems. Is Botanical Dreams Oracle when the Garden of Wisdom. Welcome to the Garden of Wisdom. Here you will encounter luscious landscapes and botanical collages full of visual and emotional elements to be explored in much the same way you would delve into dream imaginary for self-knowledge. From the moment of the sun rises in the morning and the birds begin their sweet songs, the garden sanctuary welcomes you with gentle gifts of insight, inspiration, and healing. The 56 cards and 68-page full color illustrated guidebook lead you along the pathway through transformation and enlightenment. All you need to do to bring is your imagination, and each time you visit, you will discover something new. Kind of like these already. Good morning, Neil. And good morning, Lima. Is it Lima or Lima? Lima. We'll go with Lima. What a beautiful little card deck. I like it. I embrace my older generations of lifetimes. I love this. It does. They're small, but it's colored pictures. We all know I like the colored pictures. I like this because the artwork is more simple. I do like it, but there's still so many different layers, so much detail. I am liking the book too because it does seem to give a nice small description along with maybe an intention statement with each one. I really like that aspect of this book. This book feels like one that we can go. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of fluff in the front. Introduction. That's it. No fluff. This is a book you get to throw into your purse. It does have a few, like, it looks like one spread in the back. One, okay, two spreads, one spread, one spread. I like this. It literally is just a very simple book, small enough. Throw it in your purse. Go. What do I need to happen today? Booyah, hibiscus. There you go. That would be what I need. So this is an amazing book for your purse, just, or your back pocket, your center console, whatever it might be. Let's get into these cards. Let's see how hard it is or easy it is to read these cards for everybody, so we can get this deck on more desks, tables, office chairs, whatever it might be. I'll tell you what, though, guys, I am loving the artwork of these cards. I really am. This is just, to me, it's just simply gorgeous. It's almost like the images just kind of pop. They just pop. Look at that. They just pop. It's like, it's not just an image, it's layers, which I really like. So let's, we're not doing jumpers. 5-card stud. How do we do this? With 5-card stud, I'm going to pick, good morning, Miss Michelle. I'm going to pick 5 cards, and I'm going to read each card individually. Your job in this whole process is to pick a number. That number, 1 number, 2 numbers, all 5 numbers, whatever you want. These are your readings. This is your individual reading that you can take. I'm doing it as a whole, as you know. So you can pick as many numbers as you want and take each card individually, or you can wait till the end and take it as a whole. You can also have the potentiality to have 6 different readings. And if you have a multitude of issues in your life, write them down before we start and literally put a number next to each one. Each card is going to give you guidance within that situation. As always, you get to do with it what you want to do with it. But there's a whole lot of guidance. There's a whole lot of guidance within cards. And I think that's why I love cards. You know, everybody knows I have an addiction to these things. The addiction seems to be growing. But, you know, hey, is what it is. Okay. Let's get started. 5-card stud. If only I had a multitude. You have a multitude. Card number 1 is harmony. Card number 1 is harmony. Look at how gorgeous that is. Look at how beautiful that is. And there really is a lot of elements within this card, because harmony is that everything is starting to work for you in this situation. If you pick card number 1, things are starting to work. Things are starting to evolve. Everything has a place. There's not one thing that's saying, oh my God, you need to fix, or you don't need to fix. It's also saying that every aspect of your life is being incorporated into each other. Because as you look at this card, you have all these beautiful flowers. She's sitting on a flower, but isn't her dress a flower also? And it all is just working for it. It's all working. If you look at that, things are coming together. So if you pick card number 1, things are coming together, and life is just going to become a little bit easier this week. Card number 2 is the wind flower. The wind flower. Ooh, this one might be a little bit difficult, but this one makes me feel as if you have to sit down. It's time for you to sit down. If you pick card number 2, it's time to sit down, look around you, see how everything's flowing. Look at it. It's time to sit down, embrace, and to allow yourself to process. Okay. And as you're processing, you're looking around and you're seeing how everything is working together. And as this stuff is flowing, you're seeing how one thing is actually helping another, is helping another, and things in your life are feeding each other. Okay. And you're not going to understand that until you sit down and you start to have some reflection on this. But as you reflect, look up and start to see the beautiful, beautiful picture of your life coming together. Card number 3 is the choices. Card number 3 is choices. I'm thinking this card is pretty self-standard, okay? Pretty self-standard. You got a lot of choices happening. You have a lot of choices. But I think you're kind of looking at it as you're stuck. You don't have a choice. I think that's kind of what you're looking at. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know which way to go. And card number 3, if you picked it, is saying, no, you have a lot of choices. You're just not seeing it. You're not opening your eyes to it. You're not resonating with them. And this just says you have to kind of sit back and look, because as you see in this card, she has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers around her, and her dress is yet another flower. It's a beautiful little tulip or whatever that is. I don't know what that is. It's growing. It's there. So the biggest choice for her to make is the obvious one that she's not even seeing. So as you're looking around you and you're seeing all those wonderful opportunities that are showing up and you don't know which one to go, Look for the one that's more obvious that you're not noticing. And trust me, it's going to open up here and you're going to go, oh my God, I didn't even realize. Okay. Let's go to card number 4. Card number 4 is a hibiscus. The hibiscus. Okay. This card, for me, is a little bit more kind of looking at like, oh my God, where we're going, where we're at. And when I'm looking at this card, I'm seeing, you know what, you're trying to hide. You're trying to become part of the scenery. You're trying to pull yourself back. You're trying to not be that person that's out there. It's kind of like hiding in plain sight, hiding in plain sight. And you've picked card number 4. It's time for you to put yourself on front street. It's time for you to put yourself going, wait a second. I'm part of the flower patch, but I'm not the flowers. I am that big, beautiful thing that's standing within that everybody notices me. It's time to stop. And as you look at this, her body is very much hidden. Like you could almost see it dissolve within the flowers, but her face is starting to show out. She's starting to come out and saying, wait a second, I'm the biggest, baddest flower of them all. And she's allowing herself to be seen and she's coming out of hiding. And that's what this card's about, is you're coming out of hiding. You're letting yourself be seen. And the 5th one is creativity blooms. Creativity blooms. How gorgeous is that? And when not only is this blooming, I feel like creativity is taking it away. Like you have been sitting there for a minute going, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And you're going to get, if you pick card number 5, it is getting literally that moment that goes, holy cow, wow, I'm going to do this. And you run with it. Okay. And it really is going to blow you away because it is really the big one that's taking you to the next level of life, wherever you want to go. I like this one for you. So card number 1 was harmony. Card number 2 is that windflower. Card number 3 is choices. 4 is hibiscus. And card number 5 is creativity blooms. When I look at this card, these cards, it's kind of like this week as together. It's starting with more that hibiscus and working its way the opposite way. Because what it's telling me is that you have a lot going on. Life is not as hard as you think it is. You are looking around going, oh my God, you're kind of being the drama person. I know I do it. And you're kind of sitting there going, oh my gosh, life isn't working. Life isn't happening. But really, these cards are saying it is. And it's happening beautifully. Everything is happening exactly how it's been planned to happen. Whether you like it or not, everything is flowing exactly how it needs to for you to get to the next spot in life. And this week is about recognizing that, seeing that. You have a choice of what you want to do. Do you want to stay in hiding? Do you want to come out? Do you want to go to the next phase? Do you want to stay where you're at? There's a lot of choices here. I do feel like this is one saying, you know what, it's my time to shine. It's your time to shine. So allow yourself to kind of go into that process, create who you want to be, create something, but really allow yourself to go to the next step. Okay. Trust that when you allow this to happen, you get out of your own way. Booyah. Life is going to explode for you. Life is going to explode. And I love this for you. So I hope you like these cards as much as I liked these cards. I really do. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful deck. Very much. I love how they have the flowers. I will tell you what, this deck is much easier than you think. For a moment there with the windflower and then the hibiscus, I thought, oh, I'm going to have to go to the book to see what she wants. And honestly, there's so much detail. There's so much detail in these beautiful cards that it makes it very easy to pull the information from it. Pull. Seriously, so much. It's amazing. This is a deck that I really love because I do believe that this deck is not just for a beginner because it does have the verbiage down here. The book, if you're going to use it, really seems like it's something easier for you to use. But if you're more advanced, you can really put a lot of information, so much imagery here that is just going to go pop, pop, pop in your head. So I truly do like this deck a lot. Okay, and I know I say that with a lot of decks, but hopefully that helps you because you have to remember, guys, I work with a lot of people that are not open to their abilities, all the way through the people that are like rocking them every day, and knowledgeably rocking, like understand you're rocking it. That's all. So anyway, everybody's amazing. Everybody's rocking it. I love this. What is going on this week in my life? Where can you find DeEtte this week? Oh my God, you can find DeEtte in Rochester, Minnesota. It's an amazing week coming up. I love this for me. I love that for them. Why? Because Rochester is fun. It's about a 3.5-hour drive for me. I will be driving up there. I will be doing readings all day. Guys, I don't know if I have the gallery. I don't know who's got the gallery. Maybe we can find that out this week, and then I can tell you what's going on, because I'm really not sure. I am not sure what is or is not going on this week. Let me see. Events. We're going to go to the Beyond the Veil event. So if you look at this, go to the Beyond the Veil. For anything, we do have a lot of things going on. Not sure if who's got what is on the register. It is not. So honestly, I do not know. I do not know who has got what this week. I wish I could help you. Okay, who do we have for speakers? We have Chelsea Wildfire. She is talking about healing your inner child. Kaeva Rose. Oh, I wish I could see her number. She's so amazing. She's astrology as the ancient practices. Kathleen Darling. She's a hand reading at a glance. She's an amazing reader. We got Amy Strand, Facing Your Shadow. And Lanita Elder is Starseeds of the Coming Shift. And yourself. Me. I'm excited now. I've got the gallery. I love this. I love that. Guys, I get excited. Why? Because I love a gallery. I love a good gallery. So I am the gallery person for Rochester. Let's tell you where we're going to be at Rochester. We are at the Best Western Hotel Empire Event Center in Rochester, Minnesota. That's on 16th Street. Again, guys, you can Google Metapara Pro. And just go to your event page and you're going to be able to see it. We are the Beyond the Veil Expo events. So it's a lot of fun, guys. Tons of fun. So that's where you're going to find me. Oh, Michelle, I'm so happy that helped you. I love that. I love that. So there you go. That's where I'm at this week. As always, guys, my calendar is open. If you like those readings, come on in. I would love to be there to show up and to do a reading for you. So come on in. Go to my calendar, DeEtte.us, DeEtte.us. Schedule your readings for yourself, for your friends. Remember, Mother's Day is right around the corner. And what better gift to give your mom than a little bit of love from their own family on the other side to let them know how much they're loved and missed and that they're still with them. Or maybe get a little bit of guidance to help her along her way. There you go. With that being said, guys, we're going to let you go. This has been DeEtte here on School Through Spirit, coming to you every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will see you again on the Edge Network. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.